place. I know a lot of you guys maybe don't really care much for the competitive scene, the King of the Sea stuff, so I do hope that you're at least enjoying it for what it is. I will tell you this, if you haven't been taking a look... Ooh, what's going on here? If you haven't been taking a look at the King of the Sea videos that I've been playing lately, check them out now. Start watching the ones that got released now. These are OPG versus 07 from last weekend. They are some amazing battles. Very much worth your time and effort. Now, we are loading into a game late, it looks like. We've already got 2 enemy ships destroyed to 1 friendly ship. As you can see, there's a bit of a cluster going on over here on the left and a little bit on the right. And I'm going to tab out, make sure... Okay, so the game is not broken. It doesn't look like it. This is kind of weird. I haven't seen it, I haven't really seen it do this before. We'll just kind of sit here and take a look at it for a second and see where it goes. This is weird. Are you guys seeing this? I wonder if I can I speed up the replay? Can I stop it? Nope, I can't. I can't do anything to the replay at all. So yeah, this might be a no-go here. Oh wait, hey! We loaded in just as I was thinking we were done. Okay, so this is what it's like when you load in late, guys. We're gonna take a quick screenshot here, and then we're gonna get right into the battle. So things about the Gneisenau to check out. You're gonna notice how sexy it is. I love the lines of this ship. I hope you guys do too. It just looks like a sports car in my opinion, and it is a lot of fun. So why is it fun? You've got these big guns, and they cannot lie. These things will citadel just about anything. They're great anti-battleship. They're great anti-cruiser, and if you get a full penetration on a destroyer, they're pretty good anti-destroyer too. However, there's more. There's also these fun things. The secondary batteries can reach out to 8 kilometers if you spec it properly for manual secondaries, mansex, and AFT, and all that good stuff. What is it, 8.3 with the flag even? It's a lot of fun. You get this wonderful catapult scout in here you can use for anti-air stuff. By the way, these secondaries are really good. Not the 105 here, but the one... What the heck are these? 128s. These are really good anti-air guns as well, so they've got a really good large long-range anti-air. But wait, there's more. There's also these torpedoes. These things are awesome. They reach out to 6 kilometers. It's a triple, and a lot of people forget that battleships can have torpedoes. Now, I'm noticing that our person here has repair party and DCP and scout, catapult scout, and they're all non-premium consumables. Rip. You know how much I hate when I see that. So my first suggestion would be, you know, spend a few coin, get yourself those premium consumables. If you don't have the premium consumables, stay in the low tiers, get credits, get good, whatever, and then work your way up. No flags mounted whatsoever. No camo either. Never take your ship out naked. I was with Big Shice today, and I looked over at his Belfast. I'm like, dude, you're naked. He's like, what? Sucker. Never take that ship out. Look how pretty this thing is. Ooh. Excuse me. I need a moment alone with this ship here. Okay. Overlay. No, that overlay's staying on there, Seabear. I'm trying this out now. It's designed to block up the mini-map, or sorry, not the mini-map, the chat window, and try to get rid of some of the more negative things that we see in chat. So I hope you don't mind. If I see anything that's worth mentioning, I'll put it out there. As a matter of fact, it's kind of good that I did that, because right now there's some serious chat stuff going on. Okay, so right off the bat, we come in, we log in, we're detected, and the cap is being captured. That should immediately be telling you that there's a destroyer there. Look over on the right, we've got a Fubuki, we've got a Leningrad. Leningrad was last spotted over here. We haven't seen the Fubuki at all. My guess is that means it is a Fubuki. So here's the deal. You are moving. You know that the Fubuki is sending torps at you. This is the enemy. This is the capture point. You have to defend it. If I were you, I would be turning to the right here and going into the capture point, much like your team is asking you to do. You have friendly shores and an Omaha coming to back you up. So get into that cap. You have to prevent that capture point. And by the way, if you keep going like this for a long time, guess what? You're going to summon the torpedoes. And Fubuki has 10-kilometer torpedoes. And 10 kilometers is, I believe, all the way on the other side. Here's 6 kilometers here. So 10 is, yeah, it's basically the whole cap, which means that he's got the ability to torpedo you right now. So there's absolutely no point to be leaving the fight. You need to take the fight to him. You've got secondaries, you've got torpedoes, and you've got, I mean, this ship, look how narrow it is for a battleship. It's great. Oh, look, torpedoes. Here's where you turn right hard to dodge. Turn right, not left, right. If you had turned right, you might have actually dodged that one. Now, it doesn't matter what's going on over here. They're losing. You have to do something. Okay, fortunately, the Fubuki has left the cap. Possibly because that Fubuki saw the 2 cruisers coming in. So you got a little lucky there, but again, with battleships, so here's the thing about battleships, right? They project their power. Anything that you can hit, they worry about. So if you're coming towards a destroyer, they have to respect you. And so you've got the ability to push people off of capture points and stuff, especially cruisers. There's the Fubuki there. Now, the Nagato is probably going to go into the cap. So by taking all this time to go around, you're probably wasting a lot of time here. We've got our first shots of HE. There's your another problem right there, man. You got to be using AP. That guy's going broadside to you. That could have been a citadel. That could have been a lot of damage. So don't be afraid to use your AP, and also be aggressive. Show them your bow. It's really hard from like an angle like this for your armor to be penetrated. So sailing like you are right now it's not helping your team at all. You've got a friendly Fubuki up here that's doing work on this Gneisenau up here. That's good. Shores is doing the right thing, trying to kite. That Fubuki needs to die. Nobody's really, F3ing the target. It'd be nice if they did. Sherman, I'm not sure what this guy's doing. Oh, Fubuki just got detonated, lol. So, if you've got HE loaded, you might as well shoot that Fubuki. You're saving your shot for your Nagato, but once again, you've got HE loaded. So that's a complete waste of a shot. You might as well take the shot. If you ever watch my channel, you know how often I say, shoot the destroyer. No, he's probably, you know what, if this kind of gameplay is better suited towards a cruiser, like a Russian cruiser or something. You can spam HE, you can sit in the backfield, stay with the fleet, that sort of thing. I mean, being with the fleet is okay as a battleship, but God, you gotta have AP loaded. You gotta be going toe to toe. I mean, hats off to this Omaha for jumping in here. He's gonna basically go down. And honestly, man, that's kind of on you here, Mr. Gear Jamer. This is something that you could have prevented. Oh, look at that Fubuki taking some hits. Oh, good job, Omaha. Takes out that Fubuki, and that's going to be... I mean, it's possible that you guys are still going to lose, but at least your cap is pretty much safe right now. So the Nagato is sitting there. Looks like he's starting to reverse a little bit. He's trying to get out of there. So your shells are going to miss because he's going backwards. I do apologize for all the motion in the replay here. It's probably because the replay file got a little messed up. I don't often do a lot of disconnected players, so I'll have to see how this works. Now, another thing I'm noticing, you're being shot at here, but you do not have priority target, so you have no idea that somebody is looking at you. That's another thing that's really useful as a battleship player, to have an idea of how many people are targeting you, how many people are planning on shooting you. Think about where those people are, and you know, how to best deal with that. Had you had that before, you might have been able to actually detect when the Fubuki was sending those torpedoes at you at the beginning. Hey SAT score, how's it going, man? Yes, you're correct. The Gneisenau is definitely forfeiting citadels every time he's firing with HE. It's unfortunate, but this is what we see a lot. So I'm actually kind of glad that we are able to showcase this on the replay theater here. Shores is now in the cap, right? And Nagato is backing up. Nagato's in a pretty strong position there, and without you being willing to shoot him with AP, that Nagato can do whatever the heck he wants, really. And while this is going on, I'm also brushing my cat. He needs to have a little bit of a... He's got some fur that's kind of stuck here, so I need to get that out. Now you're showing that Nagato broadside. By the way, now would be a really good time for you to use your repair party. It's a standard repair party, so that's something that needs to improve. You're showing a broadside to the Nagato. Not a good idea. I'm not quite sure what you're looking at or thinking here, but there's the Leningrad. All right, Leningrad's got 8-kilometer torpedoes, so you need to be thinking now. You're heading right towards him. Good. Okay, so you're turning, so you're gonna dodge those torpedoes. Kongo takes out the Nagato. So it would seem to me like your big contribution to this fight. Oh, you switched to AP. Good. Your big contribution to this fight is basically being shot at by their team, so that your team can try to do something. You've got a Nuremberg way down south. You should be aiming at this Aobe right now, not the Leningrad, at least in my opinion, with that AP loaded. You want to be, again, you aren't using your repair party. Your aim is a bit off. The Nagato is turning towards you right now, so that's not going to work. Get your torpedoes ready. Okay, now you're healing. Yeah, Saru, it's tough, you know, oh, okay, good. Torpedo and turn, torpedo and turn. That's what you gotta do right now. Torpedo and turn in. Come on, hurry up, torpedo. You didn't even fire your torps. I'm going to drop this for a second. Since you died, I get to take a fun picture of you dying, and that gets to be your cover shot. You died to that guy. Alright, those of you guys in chat, what do you think? It is definitely way, way too late when he healed. I agree. So I think overall what I'm seeing is just a very slow play. Our guy here it's taking him a long time, it seems, to process what's going on, to decide when to do things. And I think if I could, and it just did it crash? It crashed. The game crashed. Okay, well, I would say that the big thing is you got to get used to using those consumables. And my suggestion for you: stop playing tier 7, go back to tier 4, tier 3, hell, maybe even tier 2, and randoms, and get practice with using your consumables. Get practice with using your repair party, when to use it, AP and HE, when to use them, that sort of thing. There was just a lot there that you had the ability to come in there and win the battle. And instead, I don't know what happened. It looked like you probably just... Oh, I know what happened. The game didn't crash. You exited the battle right away. So I think you just need some more practice at the lower tier. Feel free to send me those replays, by the way, too. Keep sending them to me, and I'm happy to bring those to everyone and to you as well, as an opportunity to grow and get better. The other thing is, like I was commenting before, your playstyle is much better suited towards a long-range cruiser. So maybe consider going down the Russian cruiser line. All right, chat. Let's see what you guys had to say. This is what I expect of, yeah, SAT is saying this is what he expects out of tier 3 battleships, not 7. And again, I agree. That's why I think it'd be best to go down a little bit and get some practice. A lot of mistakes, things you learn at low tiers. Okay, Clutch Cargo saying he free XP to the ship and doesn't know what to do. Maybe that's in the thread. I don't quite recall. But I think the big thing is, yeah, you definitely want to take your time, man. Don't rush it. Don't feel like you got to jump into a high tier just because it's there. There are people, I've seen a lot of people mention, you know, thanks, Edge. I've seen a lot of people who have, you know, thought that because they have a tier 10, they're good, even though they're playing in like a tier 4 or something like that. And you just have to laugh when they say, let me get my tier 10 out. It's like, okay, guy, whatever, you know. There's a reason why you're playing at tier 4. So, why are you reporting me? Sherman. So, yeah, take your time. So, okay, well, that was our first replay. It was kind of a quickie. God, I don't know what else to say. You know, like, jeez. Whew. Well, can we move on to another ship? I just feel like I'm dirty now. I need to move on to something else. Yeah, it's a very common noob mistake. So you rush up the lines, you get wrecked because you don't know what's going on. You haven't learned a lot of the key skills, and then you get upset. You know, oh, this game sucks. I suck at this game. Why am I playing it? Blah, 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 blah. You know what? If you've got that Gneisenau at tier 7, here's what you can do. You can play tier 6 operations. You can play tier 7 operations. What I